It's 2 a.m. with Nathan. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I have with me a nightlight. Nightlights are a great way to help kids relax and not be afraid at night. It doesn't make the room too light, but it lights it up enough so that way they're not afraid. You see, darkness can be kind of scary. What we don't see, what we don't know, that can be pretty frightening. I remember one time I kind of attacked or almost attacked a coat that was hanging up because I thought there was someone standing there. Oh, that was a fright that evening. Many times what we don't know is what scares us. And so we try to get to know things, we try to let light shine on it. But in reality, there's always going to be things we don't know. There's always uncertainties and worries. And sometimes we try to justify worrying and being afraid and being anxious over those things. But we see in this verse, God says, hey, I've not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Do you know what's better than even me knowing everything? Me being able to see everything? It's knowing that God can see everything and that God is watching out for me. It's knowing that God is sitting in the room with me, even when it's dark. When I sit upstairs with my kids and they're falling asleep, they're not scared one bit. Dad's in the room. Even if there's no lights, Dad's in the room. He's watching out for me. Shouldn't we be able to trust God at least that much, if not more? It reminds me of the story of the little boy in the midst of the thunderstorm, a summer thunderstorm. And he was nervous with all the thunder and lightning and stuff. And his mom came to comfort him and talk to him. And after she was done, she said, you need to go to sleep now. I'm going back to my room. He said, oh, Mom, please, can't you stay? Can't you stay and sleep in my room? And she says, no, honey, I need to sleep in Daddy's room. And then she gave him a kiss and tucked him in and turned off the light. And as she was leaving, she heard her little boy say to himself, the big sissy. He really wanted her to be in the room with her at night. That's what God's saying. I'm always in the room with you. I've not given you a spirit you need to be afraid or worried or concerned. You can trust me to have your back. You can trust me no matter how dark it gets, how uncertain it is. I'm there with you if you love me and are called according to my purpose. I'm going to watch out for you. It reminds me of a quote by E. Stanley Jones. I am inwardly fashioned for faith, not for fear. Faith is not my native land, or fear is not my native land. Faith is. I am so made that worry and anxiety are sand in the machinery of life. Faith is the oil. I live better by faith and confidence than by fear, doubt, and anxiety. In anxiety and worry, my being is gasping for breath. These are not my native air. But in faith and confidence, I breathe freely. These are my native air. A Johns Hopkins University doctor says, we do not know why it is that worriers die sooner than non-worriers, but that is a fact. But I, who am simple of mind, think I know. We are inwardly constructed, in nerve and tissue, in brain cell and soul, for faith and not for fear. God made us that way. To live by worry is to live against reality. God has not given us a spirit of fear. He sits in the room with us, no matter how dark and scary it seems. Fear should not be part of our decision-making process, but rather, what would you have me do, God? What are you doing that I can't see? How can I be excited about what you're doing, no matter what the enemy does or the yuckiness that's out there, because you are always bigger and you're watching out for me. So as you go throughout the day today, live in confidence, bold confidence that God is in the room, in the dark with you. And you don't need to be afraid. Before I forget, if you enjoyed this, make sure you like and share it so others can enjoy it too. Have a great day.